Welcome back, viewers. I'm winding this up, this topic today. My name is Jonas Simba. By the way, this is the Treasures of Life show. And my name is Jonas Simba. I'm just winding up on a topic about greatness. Yes. In Kenya, we have great people. We are an athletic country. You've heard of people like Faith Kipyegon. Yes. Is there a name like Janet Chepkoskei? I don't know such names. Olunga, Eliud Kipchoge. We have great names in Kenya. Yeah, I know many of them may be watching this show. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. We have people shining in different sectors. Leadership sector, the politics arena. We have people shining in the sports sector, tourism. We have people shining in agriculture. We have people shining in ICT. Great companies, doing great things. Something about greatness that you need to know is that greatness can be misunderstood. Part and parcel of it is being misunderstood. At some point when you are misunderstood, don't give up hope. Try to explain yourself. It takes time sometimes for people to buy into what you have to share with the world. You know of people like Albert Einstein, they were greatly misunderstood. Many of them even were understood after they were gone. They were long gone. It's after they were, people that, came up with the laws of gravity. What they were understood after they were gone. The first people that invented the aircraft, these are people that were misunderstood, trying to push in things. I remember there was a man, a young person who called us. He had invented some kind of plane. I remember in Kitale, I was in that town at that time. And this was a young man at a TVET. And one thing, we were there with another Caucasian man, Mzungu, that's how we say. And we were watching, and many villagers had come to see. And this Mzungu actually said that if this thing lifts up even an inch, I'll give you $1 million. Because that he had made the plane, he had done a good job, but he had used timber. So it was heavy material. And it started like a helicopter, and it cut off and it hit the people. But at least people clapped and said he had tried. People said, amejaribu, he has tried. He was trying to invent something, even though they were injured by the propeller of that thing. Sometimes being misunderstood is part and parcel of these things. You may try to invent something. Coming up with new ideas is not the easiest of things. Innovators are leaders. When you're coming up with a new thing, you're an innovator. People want visionaries. People want people who bring solutions for tomorrow. You don't get into companies looking at what you will gain in there. You try and bring in some new thing. What is it that you're bringing to that company? What is it that you're bringing to a country? Those are things that greatness demands. And sometimes when you're bringing in new ideas, you may be misunderstood. Being misunderstood is part and parcel of life. Don't get into depression and suicide modes. What you need to do is to do your best to explain yourself. And never fear noise. Brace yourself for noise. Don't be afraid of noise. Don't be afraid. Sometimes malice is part of noise. Don't be afraid of it. Strife, competition is part and parcel of greatness. Don't be afraid of it. Just be very courageous. Courage should be part and parcel of you, of your life, as you desire to move on. When I look, I've just mentioned about our runners, the like of Faith and Eliud and all that. But even in the football arena, we had our, girls team, our young ladies team, going into the World Cup. Remember, they went into Dominican Republic. I desired to make a trip that time. I remember I went to the school's ball games and I watched them. Someone will ask you, how did you see it? I enjoy football. I just like watching and hearing as they were playing. And I was part and parcel of that Trans Nzoia games. Many of them that went into the nationals were winners. They ended up winning. I remember seeing schools that were playing valuable and they were doing this greatly. What am I trying to say here? As long as you're passionate, as long as you're aggressive and you have a talent, you are headed somewhere. Just ensure that you don't give up on what you have on the inside of you. Be exposed. Be ready for criticism. And just be ready to be misunderstood. And don't be too comfortable. You know, greatness will take you out of your comfort zone. Believe you me, greatness will take you out of your comfort zone. Mudslinging is real. Don't be afraid. And today I'm advocating for morality in our social media space. As I wind up today, as we go in to get likes and views, get my word, there is a legacy. You will be long gone 150 years from today, but your content on TikTok will still be here. Believe you me, no one will remember you were alive, but your TikTok content will still be there. People will see what you shared when you're alive. There was a time when there was no TikTok, when there was no Instagram, when there was no YouTube. But today it is there. You know, I can't remember, no one can remember who was alive 150 years ago. But today, because of what we have, technology, 200 years from today, your grandchildren will log into your content on social media. They will say, listen to what grandma was talking. They will see you pouring abuses on social media and they will say, wow, what a granddad, what a grandma. Do you want to be remembered for abuses 200 years from today? As you go in to share content, remember, you will be remembered for what you're doing today. Legacy demands that you know what you'll be remembered for. Thank you. That is what I have for you today about greatness. My name is Jonas Simba. This has been Treasures of Life Show. See you next week. Bye-bye.